Jim Shelton. You're going to ball game tonight. If you are, I'll see you at the game. Talk to you later. Bye.
This game was played on January the 23rd, 2026 at Kokomo's Memorial Gymnasium between the Muncie Central Bearcats, 7-4 coming in, and the Kokomo Wildkats, 8-5 coming in. First quarter, this team is notoriously, well, not notoriously, I guess. Usually you can tell whether they're going to start out the game good by the way they warm up. It's if they're serious and get their attention going, typically they have a good start. This night they were definitely serious, and the first quarter was absolutely excellent. Probably the best they played on the road all season, especially against a 4A team. They came out, they were, the other team had a big center. He was pretty much ineffective the whole night. And, you know, they did a real good job of on defense and offense. Into the first quarter, it was 21-13 Muncie. That's where the wheels fell off the cart. Because from that point on, they couldn't score, they couldn't shoot. They just didn't get baskets when they needed to. And their defense was atrocious. At halftime, it was 29 Muncie and 32 Kokomo. And really, about a minute and 20 seconds to go, I think they were ahead. And they made a couple really bad errors. And Kokomo got some easy baskets, and that was the end of the half. Came out for the second half. They didn't do very well on the scoring. The third quarter came out after halftime. Typically, they have a lot of energy. This game, they didn't seem like they just didn't play together. That's what it amounts to. Muncie ends up the third quarter with the defense was just really bad that quarter. Kokomo came in and they were up 52-43. One of the things that I've seen is this is a coach told me one time that they weren't very mentally tough, and I since that game they haven't gotten any tougher. When you're playing any kind of sport, you got to be able to weather the storm sometimes. And this team kind of gives up in the storm, and once it's weathered and things settle down a little bit, they tend to come back. They had gotten, I think they were down by 18 at one point in the third quarter, and they gotten it down to 10. And there was a call that it could really went either way, but they got a little negative, got a little defeated, and pretty soon the wheels fell off, and that's pretty much what happened in the fourth quarter also. Although they got the score down to 7 points at the end of the game, it really wasn't ever that close. It's kind of the Kokomo just didn't try as hard. It didn't seem to me, and that's the way it ended. So they're Okay, I mean, Kokomo is a good team. They're probably, I don't know, they probably are top 20. But as far as that night, if they'd have played the way they did in the first quarter of the whole game, which is the case with them all season, they'll have one or two good quarters, and that pretty much dictates whether they win or lose, just according to how much they score. And in this game, I think the leading scorers were both Wells and Johnson, both with 18 points. I don't know. I mean, it seems like they take on the attitude of their coach, and when he gets upset, he has a tendency to get quiet and stand. And he needs to quit doing that. He needs to be a little bit more of a cheerleader. I don't know. You can do that to a point, and it's good. And then if you get past, it's like anything in life. You can do things to a point, but you can't just keep doing them. And this coach seems to, when he gets upset, he gets very quiet, and he's normally a happy, jolly guy. But when things are going bad, he doesn't get the players to weather the storm. And I think part of the issue there is these guys need a little bit of a lift. And if he could improve at a point, I would say that one is to get a little more vocal when they're into those periods where you're upset. And whether that's being, screaming and yelling, I don't know. That's always the best option. But maybe saying, hey, we can get through this. Just bear down. He may be saying that in the huddle, but when they're out there on the floor playing and they get a little upset with themselves, you got to get them out of that mode. So that's my 2 cents worth. We'll see you at the game.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Afternoon, we lay awake in bed. The glass so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, we shout stay